Crystal singing bowls are very easy to play and most people will be able to play them within 10 seconds. Now let's recall the 4 important things again on how to play singing bowls. First, hands flat. This time, it's not too important for the crystal singing bowls. Second, correct angle. Now this will depend on the stick more than the bowl this time. Third, soft pressure. Yes, especially for the clear quartz crystal bowls, try applying soft pressure and gradually increase the pressure if the bowl doesn't sing. The fourth, slow speed, still remains the same. Let me now show you how to play this crystal singing bowl made of clear quartz and fused with mica and a few other minerals to give it that iridescent rainbow look. This is about 7 inches in diameter, so 18 centimeters in diameter. It's fairly tall and it's fairly light, so it's really good for healers because you can go around the body when someone's lying down or standing up. We will use the silicone stick for this. I'm just going to go around slowly. As you may have heard, when the bowl was playing at its maximum capacity, you could hear that scraping, scratchy sound. So let's try this bowl with a rubber ball mallet. You may have noticed that when I went down on the wall with the rubber ball mallet, it started getting the same scrapey, scratchy sound. So this is much better than the silicone one, but let's just try one more. Let's try the suede mallet. And this is clearly not working. Now let's try the wooden mallet. This mallet appears to be the best one, but just be careful not to ever tap it because this is fairly heavy. If you tap it too hard, it will crack. Also, never get the wooden part come in contact with the rim, otherwise that will chip the crystal ball. Now let me show you this green clear quartz singing bowl with a silver plating on the inside. Let's use the same stick, the wooden stick, wrapped in suede. Fairly heavy. Again, don't tap it and start without tapping. There's a little bit of the sandy sound in the beginning. And a little bit of that scratchy sound if I press too hard. Otherwise, playing really well. Let's just try the white suede mallet. This mallet is also really good. Now let's try the rubber ball mallet. this combination is interesting because you can go fairly low down the wall of the bowl and still get that beautiful sound, or you could play it at the top. The rubber ball starts to bounce a little bit when the ball is vibrating at its maximum intensity, but you can stop that by easing off on the pressure and the speed. Now let's try a classic frosted quartz singing bowl. It's about 7 inches in diameter, so about 18 centimeters, and much shorter than the one with the mica plating. Now this bowl is very intense, so never play this bowl close to someone's ears, and when you're using the bowl for healing, it's best that you play the bowl away from the body so that it doesn't damage the eardrums. And it's also quite a sharp, annoying sound when you bring it too close to, so the best thing to do is never to bring this close to someone's ears. When you're playing this bowl, don't have any angle because the wood will start scraping the top and you will start to chip the crystal away. So have it very straight. Play it like that, but I just wanted to show you that it is possible. The only scenario where I think that could be useful is if the bowl is placed quite high up and you can't reach it and you just wanted to play it without holding the bowl, and you just do that and bring the sound out slowly. The next one, the rose quartz, about 10 inches in diameter. Now this does get fairly heavy, it's about 2 kilograms, and after 2 minutes your hand will start getting sore from the weight. So it's best that you play it on the table or on a rubber ring, but just for demonstrating purpose, I'll just play it for you. Don't have an angle, otherwise you'll scrape the top and you'll start to chip away the crystal. Have it fairly straight. This is just a bit of a trick. I can't imagine anyone playing this bowl like that. Even if it is on the top, you just would not want to risk this falling and breaking because these bowls are fairly expensive. So just play it on the table where you have a good support at the bottom with your other hand, and you are aware of the speed and the pressure and also the sound coming out. Let me now show you how to play this handle crystal ball from the front view, because this is demonstrated best in this view. So it's very easy to hold. There's a handle, it's fairly light, really good for healers because it does have a very strong vibration, and when someone's lying down you can scan the body this way, or take that specific sound of this ball to a certain part of the body where you think it is needed. So it's very simple, go round and round. Make the stick out in the scanned body. The handle crystal balls are one of those balls you just won't go wrong, doesn't matter what stick you use. To conclude, most crystal balls are easy to play. Try to get 10-inch or bigger in frosted style and 7-inch and bigger in the clear style, because truth be told, no one likes the sound of the smaller balls. It may seem like a good idea, but your neighbors, your dogs, cats, even babies won't like it. For sound bath and anytime you want to play multiple balls, you will need to play them on a rubber ring. Let me show you how it's done. Once you set it up, it will be super easy. So let me show you how to play this crystal ball. This is made of lapis and it's a 10-inch diameter ball. So I've got the base as this black rubber ring because this seems to be the most stable for this ball. To show you what I mean by good stability, I'll just put this ball in the center. Notice that it doesn't move much, but let's try some of the other rings. Moves quite a bit, and although it is much thicker, it is not as good as the smaller one. Now let's try this one, where we have the silicone dots. That is going to give the ball a bit of a grip at the bottom, and still moves quite a bit. So the bigger ring is not always better for a given ball. For this particular ball, this ring is much better, and what makes one ring better than the other is the curvature of the bottom. If it had a lot of curvature, then the bigger ring would be better, but this one doesn't as much, so this is the better option for this ball. Now let's use this stick for the first one. This one's made of suede. It's white because sometimes when we have colors like black or red, and if this ball was white, the black ink would actually rub into the rim of the ball. That's why we have white suede for the crystal balls. So let's just start playing the ball. I will start without tapping. Now you may have noticed two things. One, it took a while for it to get started, and second, after it got to its maximum intensity, you started hearing a bit of a scratchy sound. So this stick is not the best stick for this ball. Let's try another stick. Let's let's try this one. This is made of wood and it's wrapped with suede on the outside. This is mainly used for metallic bowls, but let's just see how this one plays on this bowl. Now with this stick, you might have noticed that it started playing fairly quickly, but after it got to its maximum intensity, you noticed that bit of scratchy sound. So this stick is better than the suede white one, but let's just see what other sticks we have and how they play on this bowl. This one is a rubber bowl stick, and how you use this stick is you make contact of the rubber bowl on the sides and never make a contact with the wood. To do that, have the angle of the stick fairly straight, so it's not on an angle, otherwise it will hit the top rim. So to avoid that, have the stick fairly straight. Now you may have noticed that the sound came out much quicker than these other two sticks. So it seems like until now this is the best stick out of these three. Let's just see if the scratchy sound comes out when the bowl's playing at its maximum intensity. There was a little bit of that scratchy sound, but it was far less than these other two sticks. And for the last one, let's try the silicone stick wrapped on a plastic tube. So it looks like for this particular bowl, both these sticks are equally effective. The silicone stick will probably last much longer than the rubber ball stick, because as you play with the rubber ball stick, the rubber ball is likely to wear out as time passes. Okay, so this one is a 12-inch frosted quartz crystal singing bowl, and let's see which stick is better for this one. So this time let's just go with this one. Always have your other palms at the bottom, and this time we will start off with this one. That played really well. Let's just move on. I would not again recommend using the black suede on the white ball because it will leave the black mark on the rim. Let's try this white suede stick. You can already hear a lot of a scratchy sound. after the bowl is playing at its maximum intensity, the hissing sound that you get when you rub the stick fades away somewhat or gets overpowered by the main sound of the singing bowl, so that will start to disappear, but you will still hear the scratchy sound if you press a little bit harder than usual. Let's try the silicone stick. There is no hissing sound. As you saw, there was not much of a hissing sound at all, and also the scratchy sound was not there when I played it to its maximum intensity. So for this particular bowl, both these sticks are equally good. I don't know how you endured for 22 minutes and 4 seconds. The maximum it has taken me to teach someone how to play crystal singing bowls is 10 seconds. On the bright side, you now know that there are several types of crystal bowls and you have a pretty good idea which type might be useful to you.